Russian imprisoned opposition leader has been missing for 17 days.
This post received a score of 5800, with an upvote ratio of 96%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
I can't believe it lasted so long after releasing alleged photos and floor plans of Putin's mansion. Holy she.
You too? Candlejack isn't a thing ANYM.
It's 2 words, dude. His name is Candlejack. And if you saw.
I remember watching him on Candle Cove back in the D.
Russia authorites. I wouldn't say he's missing, Bob.
He spoke to the customers so that the engineers didn't have to. He was a people person, god damn it.
It's a jump to conclusions, Matt. Get it?
Russian imprisoned opposition leader has been dead for 17 days.
Either he is dead or they are going to make him go missing. A couple times, near elections maybe. So that when they make him go missing the third and final time and he really has been killed, people think it's an old, boring story.
The fact that you, and everyone upvoting you, think the Russian government gives a shit enough to do that is fucking adorable. Yes, I'm sure Putin's PR department is hard at work on this one.
Dude, they assassinate journalists on foreign land with specific enough radioactive isotopes to make a point that it was them. Disappearing an opposition leader on home soil is child's play.
Navalny was crazy to return after they tried to kill him.
Yet people keep bitching about how all Russians are spineless cowards that don't do anything against Putin. More than 1 million Russians refused to participate in the war against Ukraine and left the country to avoid conscription. When the war started, for several months there were massive protests against the war, that Russian government brutally suppressed, people were severely beaten, women were raped, long prison sentences given out to everyone. People underestimate just how absolutely brutal and ruthless Putin's regime is. You don't protest unless you are willing to die and willing to sacrifice your family for your beliefs.
Opposition leader in absentia as a much better prospect than martyr in a country that doesn't give a shit about martyrs.
Really shows how weak Putin thinks he is.
Oh, you haven't seen what happened to the other opposition candidate that announced last week. Her campaign's funds were frozen in minutes, disqualified for typos in days.
And the Russians still pretend their country is a democracy.
I read today that they banned or imprisoned a Putin presidential rival for being anti-war. Very democratic and stuff. Not like she had even the slightest of chance to compete in a fair election. Guess they just don't want anyone galvanizing anti-war sentiment at home. At this point, Russia should just be considered a full-fledged dictatorship, and them in the world should stop pretending like they're a democracy.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.